web strategies. There's targeting people, and then there's retargeting people. Talk about both. Just make sure we understand them. Targeting is going directly after them. Retargeting is going after them after they've been somewhere. We're coming back after you. Okay? So first things first, most of the companies I talk about, by the way, I don't have any vested interest in. I don't sell them. I use them, or I have clients using them. My coaching staff, or they've tested this stuff before. But I don't care who you use or if you use it at all. I'm going to give you the strategy. So I use a company called AdWorks. AdWorks does retargeting. Now there's a big problem with retargeting. It's the understanding of how it really works. Now, we understand it from the consumer perspective, and most of you have been retargeted before. You know if you're online shopping for that pair of shoes, and you didn't buy that pair of shoes online for the next 9 months of your life, those shoes will follow you. Like, you could have this is scary, but you could have the hurricane coming in on the Weather Channel, and be a day away, and there's your pair of shoes. Like, it doesn't matter, it's gonna, but that's powerful marketing, if you think about that. We never had the power. And I like to say this, television doesn't even have that power to target that person online when they're online on any website. That's amazing to be able to that detail. The TV can't do it. So it's following that person. So let me share with you the problem with retargeting. People sign up for retargeting when it's really a marketing platform. It's not lead generation. They expect leads. So they do it for 6 months. They get tons of eyeballs and attention as if it were a billboard on the highway, and then they go, well, that's stunk, I'm going to cancel. They got nothing from it. And I'm like, well, what did you expect from it? Why did you get any leads? Okay, it's not lead generation. Sorry. Now, you might get a phone call. You might get a few. But no one's driving down the highway, see your billboard, pulls over, goes, yeah, I see your billboard, I'm going to list your house, list my house. No one does that. They see your content out there all the time. So it's marketing, not lead generation. But I have a little spin to it. Because I did recommend to the AdWorks team, their company, because let's face it, they're marketing people. We sell real estate. I had some ideas for them how we can make it better. So I'll share with you those ideas. So here's what they do for you. They'll create an ad, or you could have a custom one done, but they'll create an ad for you that's built for the many different platforms. Whether it's for web or mobile or Facebook, because they won't market yourself on Facebook. But remember, the difference is they market to your clients on any of the major website portals. And I'll show you some names. And we give you like ABC News, Weather Channel, CNN. So meaning if you target these clients and they're checking out the news on CNN, there's your ad. What's the perception of that when they see you, the local real estate agent, on their CNN page? It's crazy. Yeah. Perception is like, oh my God, there's that guy Jeff again. There's that guy Jeff again. And they see me on Facebook. Then they see me on Yahoo News. And they see me on like ESPN and they're checking out the sports. It follows them on major pages. Now my ad's not sitting on CNN all the time. It's targeting that client. Right? So understand that when an ad gets run, like here was one of my ads. I tell you I use it. Someone was on Amazon shopping, and there was my ad. Hey, that's not cool. They're ready to buy something, but there's me. So that kind of targeting, if it's used properly, could be done to generate really good business. Let me give you some ideas. They usually run 3 types of programs, but I want you to understand the difference. Ads for your sphere means this. When I tell you when was the last time you talked to your sphere, or if I said, hey, you're a broker owner, who do you want to have your ad in front of? You could upload a list of your email address of clients. So you could have clients for the last 5-10 years. Those email addresses get uploaded. They get found online, and they get targeted with your ad. So when you say you've got past clients that haven't seen you in years, here's a chance to have you in front of them every day or every week in front of them. And they keep seeing you. Now, are they going to pick up the phone and call you from the ad? Probably not. It's definitely a reminder to, or when they need you, they might. But it's top of mind awareness. That's really smart targeting at a low cost. Make sense? Right? So any email address list you have, you can target. Right? So if you want to target potential clients, if you want to target real estate agents, as long as you have their email addresses, it finds about 80% of them online. Sometimes you have a corporate email address that won't find, but a regular normal email address will find. You could do by zip code, which is kind of the same like any other zip code product. It goes out to zip code area. Anybody who has buying habits, meaning searching for homes, looking for moving trucks, it'll target them. My favorite is this one, ads for your listings. So here's where we re-engineered. The way it normally works is, you get a listing, it gets put out there on the web, you make sure that the email address of the owner's in there as well, so they start seeing their own home on places they're searching, and it's marketing for that property like 16 miles around that house to potential buyers. Here's the value I found in it. And quite frankly, I told AdWorks, I don't care if I ever got a phone call, ever, if I could use it for this one reason. I like to win listings. I don't know about you. Do listings get competitive in your market?
Yes.
You're competing with a lot of companies, right? So I don't like to lose. So I have to make sure I pull out all the tools and resources that I have. So what I would do, me, is I get the ads for listings product and get one good house or condo out there on the web. And every 2 or 3 days, AdWorks sends you a nice little screenshot of where the home has been seen and how many views it's had, and it shows you exactly the page it was on. Something like this. Like, here's a picture of the house, it was on ESPN. Here's a picture of the house, it was on Yahoo News. Here's a picture of the house, it was on USA Today. And if you have no listings, find somebody who's got one. Say, I want to market your condo, I want to market your house. Get this out there. I would take these 3, 4, or 5 screenshots, and I would be in front of any potential listing opportunity and say, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, besides all the marketing and the photography and the video stuff I shared with you, we also have a platform and a marketing platform that's going to take your home and promote it across these major websites like Yahoo News, New York Times, Zillow, the Weather Channel, USA Today. And here's some examples of clients that I have, and you show them these. What do you think the client thinks of that value? I mean, my home's going to be on USA Today. Yes. That's where I'm going to promote it. Not everyone can do that, but we have that platform. How do you get people's information? Now, you might have access to this stuff in your area, and I don't know. If I said to you, there's a mile square radius in your area, do you have all of the names, phone numbers, and email addresses, or at least 50% of them in your area?
No.
Why?
Because we don't know that they're
Hard to get. So you have 2 choices. Knock on doors. You can't call them, you don't have their numbers. But there are some data companies that will allow you to have it. Some at a cost, some more expensive than others, so I'm going to give you a couple of different ways. Because if I had one guy I was sharing this with, and he says, well, it only said I could get 40% of that area. That's not enough. You don't have 40% now. If you had 40% of at least a phone number or an email address of the area you want to sell homes in, it's more than you have now. Like, so stop it, right? Like, then go knock on doors, right? You go knock on doors, ask them for it. So there's a couple ways to do it. So Cole Realty Resources is a company that aggregates data. And while I'm going to tell you right now, nothing is perfect. Nothing. They make every bit of an attempt for you to go and get the database and you purchase either for your area or for state, where it'll hopefully filter the tax records of the addresses and likely the existing cell phone numbers, home phone numbers, or email addresses of the people that reside there. She says that she's obviously doing her homework, searches Instagram, Facebook, even to just see what they're doing in life, if they just got back from vacation, or then she goes to the tax records, and then obviously the voters page, if there's a name and phone number. That's a great resource. You're using everything you have. But if you wanted some more, there's companies that are trying to do this on a bigger scale. So there's a company, like I said, this one is Cole Realty Resources, aggregates them, and you can buy it as a company and share it, however those break up Florida. And they'll give you, both home phone and cell, whatever they can get. But I say it's more than what you got now. So if I had that data, at least I could do something with it and increase my chances to have more conversations. Cole Realty Resources. Here, I believe, don't hold me to this, I believe their product for the year is around $1,200. They tell me if they use my code, you get $500 off. I don't care if you use it or not, I don't get paid. But you can use it, because I tell people all the time, if I like your product, I want my clients to be able to get a discount or something. So that would be the link if you choose to do that. I'm going to give you another alternative as well that might be helpful too. This is fairly new from a mastermind, so that's Cole. The other option is, and we were at a mastermind actually in Florida, more north, small group, private group, top producers. And we said, hey, how are you geographically farming your area? And, so if you're not really deep into that core area, you're missing a lot of residual business. So we talked about, and this is what they're doing. They're going to Fiverr, and they're hiring people really inexpensively to do skip tracing. Skip tracing.
Sorry, what's the second one?
Skip tracing.
Oh, okay.
Tracing. Right there.
Yeah.
Skip tracing. And there's a bunch of people that do it. Now, let me give you the concept. It used to be used for investors that wanted to find, like, here's a vacant home, find me the owner, their phone number, and email address, I want to buy the house, or it's vacant, But skip tracing has gotten more popular. Now, again, not perfect, but if I gave them, here's what they need. They need to have, and they use all of these resources like Intellis, LexisNexis, been verified. They need the owner's name, the address of the property in an Excel or Google spreadsheet. So can you get the owner's name and the property address?
Yes.
Yes. That's what they need. You send that to them, and they will give you potentially 4 to 6 personal phone numbers, 2 or 3 email addresses, and the owner's current address if it's needed or their second home. So to me, even if it got me 30-40% of the phone numbers for $50 or $100, I now have the opportunity. So the question is, now that I got them, and I have 300 phone numbers now, what do I do with them? Right, so you can either scrub it, have it scrubbed, maybe, and they probably have a service that does that. I think Cole Realty has a service that helps do that too, scrubs it against the do not call list. But even though, and I'm not going to say this from a legal standpoint, because I'm not a legal person, I'll say this on camera, but if you're calling to ask them about, you're not necessarily soliciting it. The do not call is about solicitation. But if you're not soliciting something, like if I said, do you guys, anybody have a buyer in the area that's trying to find a home you haven't found yet? Okay, so if I just asked, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, we have some buyers looking to move into your area, if you know anybody's looking to sell, I'm not really soliciting I'm not selling you anything. I'm just asking you. Do you know anybody? So there's some gray area to that. Look, anytime you call anybody, there's always people who are going to get mad. So you just have to be cautious of how you do it. But the second thing is, our job is to talk to more people, right? If I have some phone numbers or some email addresses, here's a couple things you could do with them. After you get them back, there's a few products or a few ways to do that. You could pick up the phone yourself and just call. Most of you won't. Because you're intimidated, you don't have the time, I don't know what to say. We did talk about investors before, though. Remember that script you're going on? Have you had any investors that have what they would call ghosted you? They stop calling you back, they stop emailing, they stop texting. Like they disappear because you didn't, whatever. If you want their attention, use this in a text or email. Ready? And this could be for buyers too. The real, hi, so-and-so. The real estate market in the past few months has changed a lot. From time to time, we get investment properties that are off market. If I get them, are you interested? I'll say it again. Dear so-and-so, the past few months, the real estate market has changed a lot. From time to time, we get investment properties off market. If I get some, are you interested in them? Every investor wants off market properties. And if I do get them, I want to make sure I have my VIP list to send them to you. Respectfully, not artificially. Because when I get an investment property, and I know I'm going to be listing it, I want my top 5 or 10 guys to go, I got one coming, are you interested? If they're seriously an investor, they will message you back. Because they want what no one else has. Good investors get the stuff before it hits the market. They don't want the competition. So you got to let them know, are you interested? You'll get a response from those who are serious. Right? In the meantime, there's companies that can do some automation for you. Now, our job is to talk to people, not talk to them. But there are a few companies, and many of you have heard the old one that's been around for a while, called Slide Dial. Who's familiar with Slide Dial? right? We've used it for some reasons. Who wants to know what slide dial is? It says, I have no idea what he's talking about. Okay. So if I have to leave someone a message, and I don't want to have a long conversation with them, I can use slide dial. It's an app on your phone. It bypasses their phone ringing and goes right to their technology. They got technology, it does it. But it doesn't. That's okay. I don't care how. It does. And if you're really good at this, which I've got some practice over the time, you be like, and you gotta get practice. Like, hey, John, Jeff from so Realty. Sorry I missed you, man. I'm trying to get you. I hope you're probably busy. But listen, I'll be there tomorrow, 10 o'clock. I'll see you. Whatever. I'll bring stuff. Play it up, because they'll be like, I don't know, my phone didn't ring. They get a vibration like I got a voicemail. So slide dial will bypass the ring. Now, so that company evolved a few more products. One of them called Slide Broadcast. It's the same thing as voice broadcasting. If I want to leave a message, but for 500 people in my farm area, would I ever do it? No. But can I do it for like $10? Yes. Yeah. So you create one message that has value, not soliciting. But we use this in a lot of our markets that have low inventory. Like I've got one guy in Pennsylvania right now. He's got two qualified, ready to go buyers, cannot find a house anywhere in this market. Just they're waiting. So I said to him, like anything else, if you're coaching with me, my main thing I say all the time is stop waiting. We don't wait for anything. We go after business. We find it. So we go, I said, are you going to call 500 people? No. So let's get a message that says, hey, it's Jeff from so-and-so Realty. We have, we're looking for real estate in your market. We've got 2 qualified buyers looking in your area. If you know of anybody that's looking to buy or sell in the near future, please let me know. Qualified buyers are ready. Call or text. Record that one time. And the system, if you upload the phone numbers into that system, it will call them and leave the voicemail for you on their cell or home phone. So the reality is, if you've got 50 angry people, now think about this, and I say this with the true sales mentality. Yes, if you actually picked up the phone and called one at a time, after you got probably to the 3rd angry person, you would have stopped.
Yes.
So in all fairness, our human emotion would have not gotten that far. I'm not saying one system is better than the other, but those who can get in front of more people, this is where, if we had the chance, would I use voice broadcasting? Even if I knew I was going to get angry people, I'm sorry, I will take you off the list. I won't do it again. But in the meantime, I still have 2 qualified buyers I'm trying to find a house for. You guys know what lead capture is, right? You want some information, or you want a home valuation or something. Now, you might have your own that you pay for it. That's awesome. These aren't better or worse, but we're going to give these to you guys for free today to have lead capture pages to capture leads. But visual farming was simply just lead capture pages we created for our clients. We didn't even intend to market it. It was just to have our clients have a page to go to that they could design on their own without being a designer. So let me show you a couple examples and what they do. So there's 3 types of pages you get, or you can have. Either a home valuation page of what your house is worth, a photo gallery of like what's coming or coming soon, or a page where you could deliver anything for free that's a PDF document, like a free report or a free market activity report, anything that you have that's valuable content.